How will you?
Okay. Hey, Plain Sharks, how you doing? Good to see you. Just heading out for work, and as per tradition, as of last Thursday, taking every DoorDash order till we get to 100 AR. I missed out on a really good shopping order yesterday, but hey, maybe I can get it today. See what happens. That's good to hear, man. I had a $60 goal yesterday, and even though it did rain and I had to pick up my landlord from the airport, I still wound up making over $100. So that was pretty nice. I never make that much on a Monday. So it was nice to actually pull it off for once, you know. Hey Ellie, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't have the highest hopes for today because it's Tuesday, you know. Tuesdays are usually pretty bad, but I figure might as well come out anyway. See what we can get. Whatever it takes to get up to that 100% AR. You made 300. Wow, way to go, dude. Do you do rideshare? Or do you just happen to get like really good orders in your area? Wow, $300 on a Monday. Jesus. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I wish I still had Spark. I wish I still had it, but oh well. Tuesday is lose day. Ellie says okay, bye. Alright, take care, Ellie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate having you. Spark was going crazy yesterday. Was it the Cinco de Mayo? Probably, right? Hey Detroit, how you doing? Good to see you. We're back out doing our usual DoorDash grind. We're at 86% AR as of yesterday. So, depending on how well I do today, I want to try to move up at least a couple percent and make our $60 goal. Yeah, I can see that. Hey Justin, how you doing? And not too long into this this pursuit of 100% acceptance rate, we also got Pro Shopper with DoorDash. So you maintain certain metrics and they send you higher paying shopping orders. And we've actually gotten a few. I did miss one of them and it paid $32, 26 items for about a mile, which really sucked. But the fact that I got one like that so soon after that $36 order, when I didn't even have Pro Shopper, tells me that I could get something like that again in the near future. So I'm going to remain vigilant and hopeful. Raining so bad over here, the streets are flooded. Stopping you from working today. That sucks, man. But hey, if it's any consolation, even if you don't really work today, you can still say you made 150 bucks a day from yesterday and today. You could technically claim that, right? Because you figure you take 300 and 0, divide by 2, you get 150. So perspective is everything, right? Hey Vince, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you too, Justin. Detroit says raining over here too. But I'm working at my casino job today. Oh, I gotcha. Well, it's not raining yet by me. We're supposed to have 4 consecutive days of rain, but they didn't say it'd be all day. They anticipated like little spurts, especially around the evening. So even though we got overcast to an extent, it is partly sunny out. So no real clear indication that it's going to rain anytime soon, you know? Release the Buenos Dias. Hey Candy, good to see you. How's everybody's morning going? What are you guys up to? We're gonna try to score some more of those shopping orders and keep raising that AR with DoorDash. I mean, I had an advantage because I've been platinum for almost a year, and I was already at 80%. So we're up to 86 right now. Try to bump it up a couple percent. Because sometimes it takes a while to move up by a single percent, you know. That's because they base it off every 100 orders. So if at the beginning of a cycle or at any point of a cycle you decline a bunch of orders in a row, once you get to that threshold where it counts 100, you have to accept that many in order for it to go up by a single percent. All right, come on, let's go. Green means go. Okay, we're good. Let's see, you got up really early. Wasn't planning on getting up that early, but a dumpster truck over here had other plans. That sucks. Yeah, I actually woke up initially like 5:45, but I wasn't quite awake yet, so I kind of dozed off a little bit till it was 6:45. So then I got up. I was like, all right, time to get up now. Trying not to go to Starbucks. This is day 6. Oh, what do we got? Let's check it out. See if it's any good. It's not great, but you know, in order for this challenge to work, we've been taking every order, including the $2 order I got the other day, which actually tipped $1 in cash. But anyway, $6, about 3 miles. Let's get it. I'll be curious to see my AR after I took this just now. I'll also give you guys a quick look at my stats for starting the day off with our stats. And I'll tell you guys how many watch hours we're at for anyone that may not have read the title of the stream. So here we are. These are our stats so far. We still have an almost perfect customer rating at 4.98 out of 5. Bunch of deliveries past 30 days, and overall, most of our orders have been delivered on time still, and we are still at 86% acceptance rate on a goal of 100. And we got our Pro Shopper stats here, and believe it or not, the top 2 metrics actually went up. So original item count is now at 96% on a minimum requirement of 92, and we found every single item on a minimum requirement of 99%. No substitution issues, no quality issues, no wrong or missing items, so I think we're doing pretty good. And for the total watch hours of our channel so far, as of May 1st, we are at 2,016 watch hours, baby. That basically puts us 2/3 of the way towards partial monetization. So heck yeah, slay queen. Appreciate you guys that have been helping me get there thus far. You guys are rocking my world, making my dream come true. And on that positive and uplifting note, let's go get this 6 for $3 DoorDash order at Culver's. Hey JK, good to see you. Good to see you. I kind of wish they sent me the order when I was already by the Culver's. You know? They got a habit of doing that to me. But it's all good. Hey Colleen, good to see you. Even if I'm running around here trying to do whatever, I still leave you up on the TV so you can get the watch hours. Thanks, Candy. I really appreciate that. I bet those pre-recorded videos look pretty cool on the TV as well. I know sometimes Corey will watch my stuff on his TV. And I actually get a pretty decent audience from people that watch my streams and videos on TV. So that's pretty neat. Hold on. Let's see, JK says, be right back, walking in doctors with my mom. Alright, cool beans. Good luck, JK. I have both on, always need to have something on TV for Miss Donut, so I have this on my phone sometimes to do my laptop too. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey Dean, how you doing? We're picking up our first DoorDash order of the day, $6, about 3 miles at Culver's. And we'll see how it goes. Why is everyone beeping? Man, are we starting the day off being extra? The heck? Yeah, I sense bad juju, so I'm going on the sidewalk. The sidewalk gives me a few feet of clearance from the bad juju. I'm sure you guys can understand. Beautiful morning in Florida. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, we've had some sporadic overcast, but no actual signs of rain yet. Ah, puppies, puppy. But yeah, no major signs of rain yet, so I think we got a while. So we're going to capitalize on it. And this order's taking me, the customer drop-off for this order is taking me pretty close to Winn-Dixie. So we could probably score something over there, you know? I've gotten some really good shopping orders at Winn-Dixie before, so I figured why not. Love to go to Oregon. Let's see. Go to Oregon. It's very beautiful there. here. Let's see. Hey, Presley. Good to see you, man. How's your day going, Presley? We're just running inside Culver's so I can pick up this DoorDash. Good way to start the day. Presley says, Mike, bike. Noise. Alright, and for everyone just coming in, don't forget to hit that lick button. Give the video a nice big fat lick before I go drop it off. Speaking of which, I'll be right out. Picture. Yeah, what do you guys think? You guys think I'm gonna get a nice beefy shopping order today? Let me know in the comment section down below. Ow! Okay, anyway. And let's see, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Presley's good. Nice. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you. We got our first DoorDash for the day. We're going to go drop it off and see what happens. All right, customer instruction says, do not ring doorbell or knock. Thank you. So, I will do both. I'm kidding. Anyway, it's 11:20 right now, and we got to drop this off by 11:35, so let's get it. I do sub back. Thank you very much, says Kelly. Oh yeah, if you guys got wrenches, don't forget to subscribe to people, right? You figure you're always welcome to connect with each other, you know? Help each other grow. Get to know each other, make some friends. If I happen to do a DoorDash for you, I'll make sure I read the instructions and communicate with you. But that's how I roll. Alright, why is everyone slowing down? Why are you slowing down? Keep on going! Places to go, people to see, things to do. Come on! There we go. Alright, come on the way, on the way, on the way! Alright, careful, careful. Ow! Hey, Paul, Teal Paul. How you doing, Teal Paul? Good to see you. And Kelly subbed to Colleen. Nice. Nice work, Kelly. Hey, Bless Mama, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your day going, Blessed Mama? $60 goal yesterday. I managed to make $100. That was pretty neat. So even if I don't necessarily do great today, how well I did yesterday will help make up for it. But I do want to see how well I can do today, Maybe we can score some big shopping orders with DoorDash. You figure with the pro shopper, we're prioritized for that. So we'll be more likely to see them. I think that'll especially be the case for me, because you guys see how I am when I shop in the store, I'm always checking the stuff. Because them stats are many importantes. They are many importantes. And we got Purple Paul. Hey, Purple Paul. They finally fixed your shipped. It was down all weekend. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Dean. I haven't been on shipped for a few days. I'm basically just hyper-focused on DoorDash until I get that 100% AR. Once I get there, then I'll start multi-apping again. But I'm doing it this way so I can get there more quickly with less distractions, Hey, Sonal, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your day going? You having a terrific Tuesday? Is everybody having a terrific Tuesday? Let me know in the comment section down below if your Tuesday is terrific or if it's terrible. And when I say terrible, we're talking Turribble. So not terrible, but terrible. Or it's terrific. Alright, Kelly's having a terrific Tuesday. Nice. And Sonal's having a good day too. Nice. Good to hear that. No problem, Sonal. I've seen you around. You've been here plenty of times. So I gave you a wrench. Feel free to use that wrench to go around some of the people. Just no actual channel moderation though. That's not needed. And if there's anything suspicious in the chat, just let me know first. Well, luckily, we never really have that here. I'm hoping it stays that way too, Like, I've seen some YouTubers that are growing really, really quickly, but they also get a shit ton of trolls too. I mean, trolls are like whatever, right? I don't really care. I'm about as troll-proof as it gets. But I know it can annoy people. I know it can annoy other people. Especially when they're clogging up the comments, Let's see, Dean made $83 this morning. Wow, way to go, man. Nice work. And it looks like Teal Paul specifically is having a terrific day and he finished work. Hey, way to go, man. Good to hear that. And it looks like Colleen subscribed to Blessed Mama. Hey, way to go. Nice work. That's heckin' dope. Let's go. Alright, 11:27. We're over halfway there. Let's get it. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here with me. Adding a little sunshine to this cloudy day. Oh, okay, I know where Jay Wood's at. Alright, I'm gonna have to go past it a little bit. Trolls are fun till they're not. Yeah, exactly, JK. It's like, if I see someone that is suspicious or they are an outright troll, I'll give them their 15 seconds, I'll give them their 15 seconds, and a lot of the time, they'll just leave the one comment and go away, so they can go to someone else's stream. But if they stick around and they start getting really annoying, that's like, all right, your time's up. She's been getting some nasty trolls lately. Nah. Yeah, you know what it is, man? It's like, it does suck having people like that on the internet, just being all nasty and shit. But at the same time, if you're gonna be on the internet, you gotta grow thick skin, you know? You gotta grow thick skin. And the more that you're around it, the more desensitized you become of it too, right? It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, hey, you know, set some kind of, maybe some kind of expectation, like, hey, if you see a troll, just ban them, especially if they get really nasty. That's totally fine, you know? But I think she'll get used to it over time. I mean, we all kind of have to if we're going to put ourselves out there, you know? It just is what it is. Not saying it should be like that, but it is what it is. And she'll be alright, you know? It's like, you know, you see the trolls and it's like, well, don't let that affect your personal life either, right? You just log off the internet for the day and the trolls can't follow you, so... There's that too. Let's see, Colleen's getting them as well. Yeah, it just be like that, you know? It really is. I've been subbed to you Sonal, but never catch your actual live. It's all good. Let's see, Candy's on patrol. Yeah, if you happen to see any here, Candy, just point them out, but don't actually do anything unless I give the okay. Because a lot of the time, they'll just go away after a single comment. But if they don't, then I'll be like, all right, time's up. You know? Give them their 15 seconds. That's all they want. They just want their 15 seconds. And to just stir up commotion, trigger people. If it works, then they keep coming back. So that's what I mean by the whole thick skin thing. They're basically telling the trolls they don't matter. And then they'll find someone else to pick on. They're like vultures, man. That's what they are. They're like vultures. They'll keep picking until they can't. So, when you see a group of vultures, be a lion. They won't fuck with you. Alright. Let's get going. Yeah, we're pretty close to Winn-Dixie. See if we can score anything over there. I don't block unless the host tells me to block. Yeah, exactly. They might see my name, Mike, and run away. Hey, there you go. All the more the reason for them to not be here. Sunny has some yesterday, but I didn't want to time any out unless she said so. Nice. 5 more subs and I'll enter the troll zone. Yeah, how many subs you at, Dean? You got fit 11 subs, umpteen subs. Let's see how many Dean's got. Dean has okay. Dean's up to 47. Hey, cool, man. After 3 more subs, we can Dean can start going live if he wants. So don't forget to subscribe to The Real Dean. Let's get him to 50 subscribers. And it looks like Sonal subscribed to Candy. Nice. Heck yeah, Slay Queen. See, the thing that helps with trolls too is just surrounding yourself with a lot of people that care about you and support you. I mean, yeah, like if you don't have any of that and the only people that go to your channel are just nothing but trolls, it can feel a little discouraging. I can definitely understand that. So, with your wrench, be sure to make some friends here. Dang Sonal, but I don't really post. Hey, you never know. Maybe we can start getting some ride-alongs of Candy. Release the ride-alongs! Alright, so I'm going to make a left, and we're going to head over to Winn-Dixie. We'll try to score something over there. I mean, you know, Tuesday, it's just a very slow day on average, but I got nothing better to do right now. You never know when it rains, so I might as well just take a crack at it. Make a few bucks. And I hope everybody that's going out for work today does good on this terrific/terrible Tuesday. Whichever it winds up being. You don't do giggy work, but I work for myself. Yeah, exactly. There you go. We just got to get Candy to start doing DoorDash. And then Candy can do ride-alongs. And then Candy can become the queen of DoorDash. And let's see. More subby action going on. Nice. Way to go, guys. That's heckin' dope. I don't think anyone would want to see me dash. I would be bitching the entire time. No, I think that's a good reason for people to watch you dash, Candy. I think that'd be a good reason for people to tune in. Yeah. Maybe one day we shall see. Yeah, only if you want. Zonal says, I think I'm subbed to everybody. Nice work, Zonal. If you guys have yet to subscribe to them, be sure to do so. Let's make some friends and connect. Heck yeah. Winn-Dixie parking lot, let's get going. Winn-Dixie orders. Come on, baby. Release the Winn-Dixie orders. Maybe we can get a shop-only order. I've gotten like a whopping 3 of them since I've done DoorDash. Those shop-only orders. We could probably score one, possibly. I don't know. Wish they were more common though. They actually pay decent. The last one I got was like $11.82, 15 items. And get this, it was all base pay. Then again, maybe that's why they're not as common. I don't know. I digress. Alrighty. Ah, love bug. No! Get away. Oh, let's go. Oh, no! We have the misfortune of a no-tipper. Look at that. $2 for 2 miles. But hey, we gotta take it. AR be damned. Can we at least go up by... Nah, we're still at 86%. Ah, god damn it. Alright, here we go. Let's get our $2 order, ladies and gentlemen. $2, 2 miles. Let's get it. I hope it's a leave at my door so I can at least take a picture. Let's see. Colleen says, oh, yuck. Hey, we're not going to do it for that much longer. At least for now. We'll probably do another Hell Week in the future, depending on how well this strategy goes. But till then, we got a job to do. Okay. You know what it is too, man? It's this area that I got dropped off at. It's over by South Delian Avenue. That's like that hood area that's in Titusville. Well, one of the areas anyway. Hey, who knows? Maybe like last time there'll be a cash tip. You never know. Imagine if they tipped me like $69. Man, wouldn't that be something, huh? A $69 tip. That would be very nice. All right, let's go, Ice House Grill. Let's go. This 100% AR. I'll start taking my DJ bike again. The smaller one where I gotta wear the bag on my back. But in exchange, you know, it's a lot quieter. I forgot to ask, how was your Tuesday? My Tuesday's busy, but overall good. My Tuesday's okay, and we'll see if it gets any better too. You know, I don't think it'll be terrible. We'll just say that. But will it be terrific? I guess the only way to find out is to go. Ow! Drop. Ow! How's Lucy's hotspot today any better? It's not a bright red anymore, so I'm assuming that she's not looking at it and scratching it as much. So I think that herbal stuff helped. What do we got? Oh, okay, we got a customer asking me for something. I'll have to read that when I get there. I think they're asking for condiments or something. Right up ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what do we got? Hopefully the herbal stuff holds her over until her appointment. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so they want some ketchup and ranch. So I will say, will do. There we go. Ketchup and ranch. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta get the order. Some ketchup and ranch. And then we can catch up with the program. Ah ha 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 ha. And, okay, yeah, it's in the bag, so we didn't have to get it outside of the bag or anything. Ow! Hey, at least the alarm works, right? I always say it, at least the alarm works. Okay, let's go. Okay, it is a leave at my door. Got it. On my way with your order. Hey, who knows, man? You know, the fact that I communicated with this customer and made sure they got that stuff, you never know. They might tip afterwards. I've had that happen before, too. So when people say it never happens, that isn't necessarily true. It does happen sometimes. Like one time I did a Dollar General order, He was paying $4.50 of just base pay, and the customer wound up tipping $2.50 after I delivered it because I communicated with them. And they told that to me in the message too. So that was pretty neat. No one's behind us. We're good. Come on, go, 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 go. We're good. Is this the way to go? 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 I don't think this is the way to go. I don't think it is, but let me see. No, it's not. It is not the way to go. Go onward and forward. Alright, 7:01. Let's get it. They're giving us a pretty generous amount of time to drop it off too. I mean, we're already 7 minutes early. That's pretty nice. Alright, 7:01, 7:01, 7:01. Okay, so I gotta make a right, and then I gotta make a left. Let's go. Let's go. Make right, then left. Okay, here we are. I mean, I could probably go that way anyway. But let's make it easier. So I get the heck out of this area as quickly as possible. Me no likey, bad juju happens here. Me no likey, bad juju. It's very many no buenos. And okay, gotta make it right. Let's go. Aha, it's right here. Okay, we gonna get it now. All right, let's see if we get a tip after service, huh? Not banking on it, but if it happens, that'd be nice. At the right location. And I got an idea. Let me take a picture of this real quick. Hey, how's it going? Before I hand it off, I gotta take a picture. There you go. I'm going. Yeah, I'd be curious to see too. If I get notified, I'll let you guys know. Because they'll usually notify me if the customer tipped after service. It's weird, you know, they came out, so you would assume that, oh, maybe he'll just hand you some cash. But nah, that didn't happen. But okay, no biggie. Hey, what up, Positive Pokes? How you doing? Good to see you. We got 2 DoorDashes down, and we'll see how many more to go. I want to get some shopping orders, man. Let's get another $30 shopping order, huh? Man, that'd be heckin' dope. But either way, we're getting the hell out of here! Let's see, chili over by you? Yeah, it's pretty humid, and we got some overcast, but it's partly sunny, so nothing too serious yet. Let's see, people have no shame. I've been seeing the people that don't tip want their order handed to them. I would think it's embarrassing for them. I would think so too, but I don't know. You know what it is too, man? I think they just assume that they paid the delivery fee and that's it. When in reality, we don't really get any of that. All they do is give a small cut of whatever they charge the consumer and merchant. All we do is get a small cut. But the actual delivery fee itself, we don't get that. Which is funny, because we're the ones delivering. Oh yeah, the other no-tip customer lives here. I remember them from the other day. 2 back-to-back orders, no tip each. Cool, good. Either way, 86% AR. We'll get to that 100 in no time. And then we can give ourselves a few weeks of not having to deal with that. I came into my work and the lady said, "Why don't you DoorDash?" I said, "There's a lot of no tippers too." People next to me said they don't tip. I said, "That's why your food sits there." Man, they set themselves up for that one. And look, I understand that there's a lot of shitty drivers out here too, but, you know, I'm not like all in one position versus the other, right? It's a combination of unappreciative customers and drivers that like to steal and tamper with food. And unfortunately, we get a lot of both of that here. That's why I want to hold people accountable, not just the consumer, not just the driver, right? They're both at fault. Then you get the merchants that, you know, they just don't give a shit about the actual service for that either, despite how much commission they're paying. Which, isn't that ridiculous? You know, they're paying 30% commission to get orders done as efficiently as possible, and all they're doing is dicking around. You know, DoorDash pays attention to that, and if there's repeat action, they charge more commission to the merchants that are like much slower, or they constantly have items missing, and then they eventually part ways. That's what happened with the Durango's Steakhouse in my area. The Durango Steakhouse by me, they used to do DoorDash, and they kept telling Dashers for a while that they stopped doing DoorDash, even though they allowed orders to be placed there, because their service was so damn slow, and DoorDash kept upping their commission. It's like, gee, wouldn't that be a motivation to, I don't know, not be so damn slow? You would think. But no, they petered out. That's what happened. They just petered out. Oh well, I digress on that one. The apps have been paying a lot of base pay lately. Yeah, it depends. The food deliveries are still on average like $2 base pay here. Sometimes $2.50. The shopping orders have been better, mainly because I got the Pro Shopper, you know. That's because they explicitly state that they add 15% to the base pay per shopping order. And then they break it down in the app, which is neat. I did find out they don't do that with every shopping order, though. Because one of the shopping orders, they didn't do that. You had a double $15.03 to the same customer. Each order had a $1 tip. 6 miles. Was that Uber Eats or was that DoorDash? Or maybe Grubhub? Different app? I don't know. But yeah, like, I've seen that with Uber Eats before. Oh, Uber Eats, okay, yeah. Yeah, Uber Eats, they've sent me trip radars like that. Like, every now and again, they'll send me a trip radar of a shopping order that has like $10, $15 base pay, and then the whole payout winds up being the base pay. or most of it's base pay, and a little bit of it is a tip. It's interesting. I never see that with DoorDash though, or it's a lot less common. Like I've seen some orders that'll pay like $6, $7, $8, and it all winds up being base pay. But those are usually shopping orders. And most of the time, the base pay for the shopping orders is like $3, $4. Hey, what up, Sandra? Good to see you. Hey, Queen, how you doing? You finna make that $150 today, Queen? And let's see. You had to decline 40 orders for one good order last week. Wow. That's rough. All right, what are we doing here? There we go. Let's see, Queen says it's been extremely slow. Sorry to hear that, Queen. It's really slow for me too. We've only got 2 orders since 11 o'clock. One of them had no tip. Assuming it doesn't rain later, it might pick up by then. That'd be heckin' dope. But I figured I'm kind of bored, don't have anything serious to work on during the day hours right now. So that's why we're out here. See if we can make a few bucks. Plus we get some watch time. You know, on our 3K goal by the end of the month. We're getting some watch time at least. So I appreciate you guys that have been tuning in and watching and licking the video. That's heckin' dope. Subbing to Queen of Hustling, Positive Pokes, and Sandra. Nice work, Sonal. Alright, come on. There you go. Good boy. And if I said something like that down South Delian, I'd probably get shot. Alright, come on, Winn-Dixie. Let's go, Winn-Dixie. Give me an order, Winn-Dixie. I just saw some pigeons. That's Mike Tyson's favorite bird. Pigeons. Ow. Okay, we're good. It looked like a bad area before. Oh yeah, some spots over there are even worse. They look run down as hail. It looks like Blessed Mama's gonna go around subbing up. Nice work, good job. That's heckin' dope. We get tons of cool and interesting people here, which is many buenos, very many buenos indeed. You all fit right in. Positive Folks is talking about his channel, Flea Market Antiques, 90s stuff, vintage glass and things. Things and stuff, right? Things and stuff. You saw the one house boarded up. Oh yeah, I've seen a ton of them over there too. And it's not because of hurricanes either. We get some D-word houses over there. There's definitely a lot of D-word houses. If you know what I mean by D-word. One of the words that YouTube doesn't want me to say, or otherwise they'll notify the bad juju to me. because I must occasionally be politically correct. Only occasionally, though. So fuck you, YouTube. Yeah, we're back at Winn-Dixie. Come on, release the Winn-Dixie orders. Give me a shop-only order. They're pretty good. I like them. I don't have to put any miles. Let's see. Things and stuff are happening in the chat. Nice. Looked a little sketchy. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, well, D-word house is over there. Lots of tweaked up there. I used to surf that area a lot. Lots of D-use and car braking, the beach accessed. Oh yeah, we got a nude beach here too. It's lot 13 along something Linda Beach. You gotta cross the bridge and go past the space station. I forgot the name of that beach. I haven't been there in so long. But section 13 onward, you can go nude there. I've been in that area once with a buddy of mine. I didn't actually go naked myself, but I saw some gazungas and I saw some junk mail and some other funky stuff. Play Linda, that's right, play Linda. Play Linda Beach. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, JK. Hey, what up, Nina? How you doing? You're on your smoke break? How's the W2? You broke your sunglasses, had to order them from Melbourne in Florida. You got them in Florida 3 years ago. Oh, I see. Of course, JK knows where the frickin' nude beach is. I'm surprised KC wasn't the one answering that. The only state that has sun haters. Let's see, I do a lot of event streaming in Washington, D.C., and it's a dangerous place. Ooh. Sounds like bad juju. Speaking of KC, where are you, KC? Release the KC! And while we try to release the KC, hopefully DoorDash can release some orders. Come on, baby, it's noon. It's lunchtime. Where are the orders at? Where the heck are they? Come on, DoorDash, don't be clowning me. You know I want to work. Don't be clowning me. Yeah, for everyone just coming in too, we're at 2,016 watch hours as of May 1st. On a goal of 3,000. So we're 2/3 of the way there, baby. And that number finna keep going up and up and up and up. And that'll be a glorious day. How's Lucy's hotspot? I don't think she was picking at it anymore. I think that herbal stuff helped because it didn't look all raw and red this morning. So I'm assuming that she left it alone for the night. I think she's going to put some more of it on her today. Because as long as she's not picking at it, you know, it'll grow back. Hey, Billy Bob, how you doing? Good to see you, Billy Bob. We're outside of Winn-Dixie right now, where dreams come true. Oh, wait, no, never mind, that's Target. But either way, we're outside of Winn-Dixie, seeing what we can get. It's a little humid out, a little cloudy. Maybe there's a chance of meatballs, I don't know. But it's a good day. Yeah, it's 83 out. It's supposed to go up to 90. Wow, okay. That's kind of hot, if I say so myself. That's kind of hot. Now I'm going to put on some bug spray. You never know, man. Them skaters, they gonna be coming out and they gonna be biting my nut shack. And we don't want that. Them skaters is bad juju. Let's see, Billy Bob says, hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, it seems like overall we're doing good. Doing good overall. And we'll see how the rest of this day goes. We'll definitely be coming back out around the evening time, assuming it doesn't rain. And if it does rain, assuming that it ends fairly soon, we'll come back out afterwards. That's what I did last night. Last night it did rain when I was picking up the landlord, but around 6 o'clock and onward, there wasn't a drop. So I just came out for work after that. I was like, you know, I can hunker down for the night and not make any money, or I can. And that turned out to be a good idea. But alas, it's Tuesday, and it's either going to be terrific or it's going to be terrible. The only way to find out is to go for it. Am I right? We'll see what happens. Bins and Bargains liquidation store. I'll have to tell my landlord about that. She might be into that. I know she likes going to state sales and stuff like that. I don't think she's went to one recently, though. Because she's got to get Lucy's car fixed up. And we think it's either the fuel line that's experiencing problems, or the motor mounts, or both. Which is no bueno. I don't know. Alright. I'm going to hit the refresh button. Come on, DoorDash, give me something. Fuel lines 800 plus. Yeah. It's probably that, because it might even be both, actually, because the car usually rumbles, and when you hear like a big loud rumble like that, it's generally the motor mounts need to be replaced. But it also happens when she accelerates. So when she hits the acceleration, she's got to do it very slowly, and it causes like a really big rumble when that happens. And that's happened to me when I drove it a couple times too. Had to do it on my Cobalt. You'd see them leaking. Yeah, I haven't looked underneath the car, so I can't confirm if they're leaking or not. But yeah, motor mounts do go too. Yeah, when I used to drive a Ford Focus, I had to get the motor mounts replaced, like within the year that I owned it. Because every time I started up the car, or I would drive or anything like that, rumble, 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 rumble. And then when I got them fixed, the rumble went away. It was a lot quieter. Quiet enough where I can actually hear myself think, you know? And if I can hear myself think, that's a good thing. Hot. Rust is terrible here. It's hard to find anything decent cheap. Yeah, unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm going to keep moving around. Maybe if I move away from the Winn-Dixie, they'll send me that. Sterling 876. All cars are POS. That's a big claim, but I can see where you're coming from. It's like the vast majority of people have to depend on a car to move around, to get around. Especially the way they build these societies. They keep building cities further and further away from each other. But at the same time, they're hardly dependable at all, because they break down and they're expensive to fix. It's a shame, really. But I digress. My car came from Georgia, less rust. Hey, that's good at least. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the actual type of climate is different in Georgia. Like, it's not quite south enough to be subtropical. I could be wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, it's not quite subtropical like Florida. And actually, Miami and more southbound are completely tropical because they're right at the equator. So when you buy a used car, you get got. I think it's a lot of people not taking care of they shite, riding them till wheels fall off, no oil changes. Yeah, a lot of the time, what you're basically doing is you're selling a burden to someone else. That's really what it boils down to. A lot of times they'll sell their car for so cheap because you're gonna put your burden on them instead. Because let's be honest, that's the whole reason why they're selling the car anyway. It's because it's such a goddamn burden. It breaks down, it's becoming extremely expensive to fix, and anything like that. Stick with what you can do without when it comes to cars, 90s cars all the way. Yeah, they, you know what it is too, man? It's like the apparatuses in these cars, they create more friction, so they break down more quickly and they're generating more heat. So that doesn't help either. That's why a lot of these newer cars are failing. Hell, Ford, for example. Ford are notorious for all kinds of shortcuts with their engineering. And they're paying the price for it now, right? Their sales have been tremendously down. And now they're going to start, now they got to start charging their cars for more. They got to start selling the cars for more now. It's like, all right, well, if they're going to sell the cars for more, are they going to improve the quality of them? Probably not. But we shall see. Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I had a Ford Focus from 2007 for about, 16 years? Well, I didn't have it for 16 years, but my family and I had it for 16 years. I had it for 6, almost 7. And it was a cheap-ass car. I mean, it was a decent car in its own right, but it was hardly amazing. It was nothing to write home about. Tons of cheap plastic all over it. Door handles fall off. Yep, that same thing happened with the Ford Focus. The window rollers are really bad, too. The window rollers on Ford cars are really bad. If that sounds hyper-specific and something that applied to me, you'd be right. But I've also read about that. They also lie about their fuel efficiency claims, too. That model that I have, well, I used to have, 2007 Ford Focus, they claimed 37 mpg highway. It never got that much. It capped out at 31. That was the highest it ever got. And it wasn't just me either. Tons of people that own that car reported the same thing. It capped out at 30, 31 miles a gallon. Which, don't get me wrong, that's not that bad, but, I mean, for a compact car, that's like on the lower end. Maybe average at best. So, it was hardly the fuel-efficient machine that it was propped up to be, you know? And of course, a lot of the parts and components of it were very cheaply built. And I must have went through like 3 or 4 starters too. Their starters are awful. They don't last. They say your average starter should last up to 100,000 miles, like 80 to 100,000 miles. The most I ever got mine was 53,000. It would always break down after that. And the replacement ones I got, one of them only lasts about 30,000. The other one lasted 12,000. That's just pathetic. And I'm spending like almost $400 each on them. It's unbelievable. You got a 40 mpg Chevy Spark. Hey, that's pretty good. I hear that's a decent car. Hey, Lady Sky, how you doing? Let's see, Cobalt got 273,000 miles. Yeah, my Ford Focus got about, I think, 240-something thousand before I sold it. I sold it to one of those type of we buy any car type companies. You know, they buy any car in any shape. You get an estimate or you get a quote online, and then they come to your place and buy it. That's how I sold my Ford Focus. I got almost $500 for it. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it for any more than that. If I took it to a scrap yard, they'd probably sell it for they'd probably buy it for like 200, 300 maybe. So I was like, all right, I'll go for that. And just put it behind me. Let's see, 92 Saab, 9,000. Gets 30 mpg with the mods I did to it. Car should be 50 mpg. Wow, that's crazy. Looking for a van, but nothing great right now. Yeah, the first major vehicle I drove, and partially, it was a '99 Dodge Grand Caravan. That was one of my favorite cars I ever drove. It was peppy. It was very roomy. It was just a fun car to ride. I got a lot of nostalgic memories with it too. Hey, what up, Eric? How you doing, man? We got a whopping 2 orders today so far. One of which was a no-tip customer. They had the audacity to actually walk outside and take the order. I haven't been notified yet, just for anyone that was curious. But hey, it's all good. We'll see what else we can get, right? Candy says, my old Honda was such a good car, but had to get a newer one. Fair enough. They got one down the road, but it's rusted a lot, $2,500. Yeah. Yeah, my landlord, she was even flirting with the idea of getting a used car if she can't maintain that Nissan Altima that's in the driveway. Not the one that's in the garage, but the one that's in the driveway. You guys might have seen it. And I was like, she was like, maybe $1,000. And I'm like, 1,000 down, maybe 1,000 down if you want something halfway decent. And she's like, eh. Let's see. You had great luck with Nissan Frontiers. Nice. I hear they're decent cars overall, Nissans. I mean, that Altima, for example, that my landlord has, it's a decent car. Aside from some of its technical issues. Let's see. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Just popping in, say hi, give you a like. You'll watch the full video later. Have a great day, Mike. Thanks, Mary. It might not be the most eventful video. Got a whopping 2 orders so far. And it's not looking too good. 20 minutes later and still nothing. With the sold here, inspection's rough. Hope it doesn't have a CVT transmission. Oh, the Altima? I'm not sure. I'd be curious about that. Does the 2008 Nissan Altima have a CVT transmission? Yeah, it does have one. Oh, we got an order. Let's go. Oh. God, this is horrible. What's going on, man? They're sending me all the junk today. $3.75, 2 miles, 5 items at Dollar General. All right, let's take it. Optima! What up, Optima? How you doing? Good to see you. The sisters gave out on her only 140K. Wow. That's rough. Those transmissions, they should last longer, man. They should, but they don't. If I'm not mistaken, they say they last anywhere between 100,000 to 150,000 miles. But man, they're goddamn expensive. I think the Ford Focus that I used to have, I think that had one too. Because I had to get that transmission done at some point as well. The hydraulic system was awful too. That costed me almost $1,800 to get that fixed. And Firestone fucked it up so bad, man. They absolutely fucked up that hydraulic system. They wouldn't cover it either, even though it was under warranty. So that was the point where I was like, screw this, I can't afford a car anymore. Off of selling terrible vehicles to people. All right, 29. I saw that. Hell yeah. 29 mph, baby. How about that? See, I told you guys I could get up to 30. It's got to be very favorable conditions, but I can get up to 30. Let's see. Give me a manual shift car, some hand tools. Hey Sterling, do you remember those Saturn cars? You know, like those older, like mid '90s, like early '90s, mid '90s Saturn cars. My uncle, he owned one, and it was a manual transmission too. He got like 40 miles a gallon with that thing. And that was like a 1994, I think it was. It was a 94 or a 95. Yeah, that's right. Saturn is hell. Yeah, those cars, man. That reminds me of how much we're past the 90s now is the fact I barely see any Saturn cars on the road anymore. Isn't that a shame? You know, it feels like a big changing of the guard in that sense, where I'm barely even seeing any Saturn cars on the road anymore. So we know that that company hasn't been around in quite some time. It's a real shame. Alright, we're crossing. This crosswalk doesn't work, so I gotta just kind of do it. Ow. Yeah, Saturn was a pretty popular car in my family. I know I think my mom had one, and my uncle had another one. It was from like the late 90s. I don't think it was a manual. I think it was the one that came after that, when they started making them rounder looking. I forgot what model that was. I think Uncle Jimmy had one too. They were pretty good cars for the most part. Let's see. They died with the Saturn Vue. Yeah, that's right. That car didn't do very well commercially. I think it only sold like 20,000 in its first year. And that's really bad if you only sell like a few thousand of a car. That basically means that car is going to be discontinued. A lot of people said that car was also pretty dated. Saturn Vue had a really bad V6.
What? Kinda.
You worked in repo, I know all the cars, says Positive Folks.
It's right where all the fucking people are.
Do I have enough room to do this? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So, it's only 5 items, so I'm just going to run in there, get this order done. I'll keep you guys out here for a little bit. That'll give me enough time to charge up this phone a little more. Because we're at, what are we at? All right, 55%. Okay. But yeah, I'll make this quick. Hopefully it's not a long line. They put the same V6 in the Saab 9.3 Aero. I see. All right, here's my Pro Shopper stats. So, looking pretty solid. Those numbers have been going up quite a bit. Let's see if we get like a perfect score, man. That'd be crazy, huh? Got a perfect score? We'll see how that goes. Be right back.
Hey, Richie, they're doing a reset on Dollar General and the coolers. Okay, I just want to make sure that I let you know. This is the Dollar General in Harrison, though. Yeah, it's like all the cooler stuff. Not going to Cuba, so and tea.
All right.
Yeah. What you doing in the back? On the floor?
Okay, I know where this is
Yeah,
at.
man, I had a full
On my
floor,
way with your order.
and I got a half a floor.
All right, let's get it.
Okay, and then
Yep. I almost forgot to turn the bike on. Oops, Daisy. There we go. Yeah, thanks for being here, Sterling. Good to have you. You guys talk about cars, and I'm gonna deliver this order on my bike. Let's get it. Sterling, you're absolutely right about that. A second opinion, sometimes a third or fourth. You figure the medical industry, right? The medical industry is just like that. We all know that one, right? So you figure that same kind of logic applies in really any industry where, you know, you got to make like a big decision in your life, like getting a car or getting health care or, I don't know, moving, things like that. Makes total sense to me. And as me, myself, and I, you have your first, second, and third opinion. Get it? Anyway. 1281-308. Here we are. Just made it. Alright, just hold down the fort, and I'll be right out. Hopefully we got a decent order after this. We're basically taking the poopy-doopy orders today, huh? Wrong building. 1271, not 81. I read that wrong. 71. Let's see, a mechanic that quotes an outrageous fee usually doesn't want to do the job, and they are going to take forever to get the job done. Yeah, you're not wrong about that one. You are definitely not wrong about that one. I've seen that before. It's like, come on, man, you know, most people offer free quotes. The hell you charge for a quote for, you know? Usually a bad sign of bad juju. Bad juju, as we all know, that's no bueno. Alright, 1271, next building over. Let's get it. Go down! Don't text and drive now. I see you got a big bumpy wumpy on the front of your car. I wonder why. The lady was texting driving. I saw a big bump on the side of her car. It's like, I wonder how that happened. I wonder how that happened. But I digress. Because if it wasn't her, it might have been someone else doing the same thing. BRB. That's all done. So even though there was no tip, they actually added an extra 25 cents to the base pay. So now I paid $4. Wow! Let's see, Hyundais are easy to work on. They keep their things a little bit on the simple side, which is why it was easy to hack their cars with the USB cable. Too soon. Oh, geez. Yeah, perhaps. IDK. Alright. Yeah, man, you know, I was even thinking of just taking Tuesdays off for a while anyway. The last couple of Tuesdays, except for one, it's basically been the same thing where like all the orders are trash except for maybe a couple. But like today is the glaring omission of the week. I used to question which day of the week was the worst for gig work in my area. It is definitely, no doubt, Tuesday. No doubt about it. Even with Platinum and Pro Shopper, we're still getting trash. Predominantly trash, too. But at least we made a few bucks. And we're getting some watch time, so it's not all bad. How are weekends? They're not always as great as you might expect. Thursdays are actually very good. Thursdays are arguably my best day of the week. Arguably. It's either that or either Saturday or Sunday. Sometimes Friday. But usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I had to pick 4 days that were ideal, those would be the 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Excuse me. Otherwise, Monday's hit or miss, Wednesday's hit or miss, Tuesdays are terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I figure since we're still going for that 100% AR, you know, I might as well take some stuff, get that, thread that needle, so to speak. Gotta thread that needle. Alright, Mommy texted me. What do we got? I get what you're saying, period. What day would it be on? Question mark. If it's from the 13th to the 29th, comma, I can take him, but can't stay all day, since I'll be watching Lucy and working. Period. Linda still needs to get the car in on the 8th, comma, Lucy's car. Okay. Let's do that. Alrighty. Now we can go. Yep. Ow. Yep. Hold on. Month of June. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Is the market spread out in your area? Kind of. Like, there is a distinct advantage in some spots versus others, for sure. Like, Southwest Titusville, where it intersects to SR50, which takes you to Orlando, that area is generally the busiest for me. You figure you got Target, you got Aldi, you got Petco, You got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Sonny's Barbecue, Panda Express, Taco Bell. Tons of places over there. It's also nearby Publix, CVS, one of the $7 Generals here. So, like, that whole southern part of Titusville is the best area for me. This area is very hit or miss. The Winn-Dixie Plaza, and then a mile east is Titus Landing, which can be pretty busy on the weekends, but is otherwise mediocre. And then you've got that whole stretch of Garden Street, which is like middle Titusville, and that place is very hit or miss as well. Then you got Dairy Road, which is northern Titusville, where you got a Winn-Dixie, Little Caesars, Dollar General, and not much else. Then you got Mims, which is the next city north from here, and there's barely anything there, and I hate going up that way. But every now and again, they take me up there, so my options would be Dollar General and McDonald's, and that's about it. It's definitely not the most advantageous market, for sure. But, you know, you gotta make do somehow. Sometimes I can do quite well. Other times, it's a bit of a grind. But either way, we keep on going. I'm in bike mode when I dash. You could actually, you could get deactivated for being in the wrong mode, or you can get locked out of certain time modes, or not time modes. You can get locked out of certain earning modes if you don't have the correct delivery vehicle. And in some cases, deactivated. Uber Eats can deactivate people for delivering in bike mode with their cars. I've seen actual examples of that too. So, that is technically part of your ICA, independent contract agreement, to use the correct delivery vehicle with the correct delivery mode. Unfortunately, there's always going to be people trying to exploit it for as long as they can and be like, oh, I won't get caught. And then they all get caught. So it's like, I'm not even going to bother. And believe it or not, I actually get more orders in bike mode. So I see it as a fair trade-off. And I still get really good orders too. Not really today. For example, this order's not particularly great. $4.42 for 3 miles. But we're going to take it because of that 100% AR. Am I right? And we are at, sweet, we went up. All right, I'll show you. All right, we just went up. There we go. 87, baby. Let's go. 87, let's go. All righty, let's get it. After a quick sippy sip. I also have other apps, but for me to get to 100% AR as quickly and as focused as possible, we're just doing DoorDash till I get there. Once I get to that 100% AR, then I'm going to multi-app again. Oh, you can't? I got you. Yeah, my market allows me to add any kind of vehicle I want. So if you want to, I don't know if they offer it to you, but you might still be able to put a bike on your account if you go to preferences and go to your vehicles. But I do notice that they don't offer hours in bike mode unless I have Platinum. Because if you have Platinum, you can add any vehicle and get hours for any vehicle you want. So that's an important PSA for anyone. You know, if you go for Platinum, you can add any vehicle and get hours for that vehicle as long as you stay Platinum. So, like for example, if you wanted to work your way up to platinum, if you're not platinum yet, then you can add a bike, and if you have a bike, you can start using your bike for dashing. They'll generally send you orders that are a shorter commute. You have to go deep into Boston to enable any other mode. Ah, okay. So I guess you got some limitations there, huh? That sucks, man. And in my area, they also allow you to add a regular bike, which I actually have a regular bike too, and they allow you to add scooters. So you can add a scooter, regular bike, electric bike, or an automobile. This side, pressing that crosswalk. Ow! Stop it! Okay. And deep in Boston. I see. Yeah, I hear they got heavier regulation up there too with e-bikes. I know in Manhattan, for example, I think you can only cap out around 20 miles an hour on an e-bike there. It's probably even lower now. One of my friends who pops in sometimes, Sunny Chronicles, she tells me that her area, you can only go a maximum 15 miles an hour on an e-bike. I'm like, damn, I'm not doing gig work if I'm only going 15 miles an hour. Except maybe shift, maybe that happened. As far as DoorDash and everything, screw that. There's no way. You can smell the harbor just saying the name. Yeah, luckily, I live in one of the 2 states that are the best for e-bikes. So I live in Florida, right? Florida's got the least amount of restrictions for e-bikes. As long as you're class 3 and under, then you're not required by state law to register and plate it. Although it is generally recommended to register it. It only costs like $5 a year to register an e-bike in Florida. And it costs like $15, I think, for a moped. And in California, they do have a lot of regulation in California, but they also have a shit ton of infrastructure that's specifically for cyclists. So there's some trade-offs there, We don't have a lot of regulation in Florida, but we barely have the infrastructure for it. And I think that'll be a problem in the future. While in California, they have a ton of regulation, but they have a ton of infrastructure. I'm not sure which one's better outright. Maybe California, I don't know. But probably also because they have Prop 22 there too. And I hear a lot of good things about Prop 22. In the bike lane, yes, just ride with the cars. Because traffic in Boston moves. I do that anyway, Anyway, I digress. I'll be right out. See if this order's ready. I guess I'm not going that way. done. I know. Hold on. Don't yell at me. There we go. They didn't seal the drink, so I'm gonna do my usual Scotch tape method. So whenever they don't seal the drink, I put Scotch tape on it. I got that idea from Sunny Chronicles on YouTube. Chronicles. She does ride along stuff too, and she does some other interesting stuff. Definitely go check her channel out. There we go. A lot of empty buildings that could be converted. Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of that here too. It's just such a waste, you know. Alright, so it's a hand it to me. Hey, this is Mike from DoorDash, period. On my way with your order. Okay, there we go. Customer's been notified. Let's get it. Can't even find a house to live in unless you have 800,000. Damn. The housing market's something else, dude. I'm probably never gonna buy a home. I just don't see that in my future. Let's see, God only knows what is on Long Island. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when we moved from Long Island, my grandmother, she sold the house for, I think it was like almost 400,000. And that house was built in like the 1940s. It was a 2-story and it had like a fully converted basement. So it was sort of like 3 stories in a way. My great-grandparents, they used to live down there. They had their own living space. Like it was a fully converted living space. And then on the other side, you know, like the utility stuff, like the washer, dryer, extra storage stuff that we forget about, you know. We also had an attic too. We had the whole shebang up there. That house is probably a fortune to buy now. Although I think it's owned by someone now. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Good to see ya. Want to go back to California, but it's hard over there too. I need to move in the next couple of years, but options are kind of limited. Yeah, I don't know, man. 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, I guess. That's probably the most someone could afford for $700,000 now. $700,000 for a 2-bedroom, and no wait, 1.5 bathrooms. That's right, 1.5. You got to get that half bathroom. You don't want to pay $1,500 a month in Cali. Yeah, you probably that's probably for a cardboard box. You buy an extra large cardboard box, $1,500 a month. Good. That acceptance rate's going up some more, so that counts for something. We're at 87%. Let's see, 1,500 in Cali is a studio with something loading outside the building. Oh yeah, so in other words, a cardboard box, right? A cardboard box and a porta potty. $1,500 a month in Cali. Terrific Tuesday. Get it? Terry, terrific, terrific. I'm so funny. Build a house out of logs. Let's see, out of logs on some cheap land. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Sterling. Yeah, everybody talks about how much they love a log cabin. So I guess we all just want to build some log cabins. And live out in the country. We gonna live out in the country, y'all. I'm gonna live out there. I'm gonna grow my own food. Let's see. You have to get through Saturday or till Saturday with the rain, Terry. It's been raining since Thursday. And let's see. Terry says it's okay, raining balls. So I guess the weather is terrible. Get it? Yeah, anyway. There's a limit to the distance. Yeah, that's true. Hey, let's all go back to the days when real estate didn't exist. We were, back when we were savages, we had to like kill and pillage each other for land. The good old days. Those are good times. I remember them. I remember those days like it was yesterday. Actually, I think it was yesterday. I don't remember. Old man Mike's memory is getting foggy. You want to be away from people, Sterling. Terry, what do you mean I'm not an old man? Don't you know I'm 69 years old? everybody. Yeah, we got it. I think we... Oh, wait, no, it's over here. It's over here. Heck yeah, Slate Queen. Let's go. I'll come up this way. I found it. I found it. We gonna get it now. Oh, you got a birthday coming up. Right on, Terry. You gonna be live streaming your birthday? Or you gonna take like a vacation? Take some time off? Alright, the Drinky Winky did not spill, so that's good. I'll be right back. Oh, now I know about the side door. If I ever get this order again. You're not taking any days off. You'll stream for your birthday. Got a car to pay for. Hey, right on. That's the spirit. Nice. Yeah, I'll think about what I want to do for my birthday this year. Personally, I don't want to work, but maybe I'll work. I don't know. Alright, let me get back to my mommy. I think she said something. I need to find some shade. It's heckin' hot out here, fam. It's heckin' hot. And it's humid. Can we get a stripper for your birthday, Terry? I gotta pay myself back instead of paying a bank. Hey, that's fair. Okay, just out working a little more for the afternoon, period. The orders are leaving a lot to be desired today, but it's okay, LOL, period. Love you guys. Okay. Like to keep in contact with my mommy and my brother. Everyone forgot about my birthday this year, so I'm done. My birthday's plus every... Ah, Candy. What was your actual birthday? Like, when was your actual birthday? Because I remember for a hot minute, I think it was... He kept... A different day was your birthday. And I was like, alright, well, when's Candy's actual birthday, you know? I wasn't quite sure. But if I missed your birthday, me sorry. Me very, very sorry. Happy belated birthday. If it's not your birthday yet, happy early birthday. Didn't forget, I was just a day late on getting to you. I didn't mean to forget. Love you. See, there you go. Left you a message, sang to you. Aw, how sweet. All right, I'm gonna head back to my zone. I'm probably not gonna get anything over here because this area of Titusville leaves a lot to be desired too. I'll think about when I want to wrap up too. I'm not quite sure. Because assuming it doesn't rain, I'll definitely come out later. The boy and his dog. What's going on? Good to see you. It's a bit of a terrible day for DoorDash for me in my area. But at least the acceptance rate's going up bit by bit. So that plus putting a few bucks in the piggy bank, it's got to count for something. I'm saying other people, Terry, my best friend from PR. March 27th? Is that what it is? I'll have that noted. Let me, calendar. Candy birthday, March 27th. There we go. I wrote it. Yay! Candy's birthday. There we go. Oh, it isn't actually that day? Oh, wow. We got a crappy order. Oh, my God. Look at that. Wow. Hey, look, it's a Pro Shopper order. All right, 8:45, and it says 5.1 miles. It's probably more like 5.5, maybe 6 miles. And it's taking me back where I just was. Ah! But all right, I'm taking it. All right, did my AR go up yet? I know we're at 87. Ah, we're still stuck at 87. God damn it. No, it's okay. I respect that. I totally understand. I'm going to say April 20th. People be peopling, not just GigTube. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Up. Running over things and stuff I probably shouldn't run over. I got a flat. I'm going to die. All right, time to go to Aldi, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some more mediocre trash, huh? It's that kind of day. Might as well. Specific person. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, people are weirdos, man. They're weirdos like that. 69. That's my guess too. Cause it's summer of 69. Well, actually, April 20th was the spring. But either way, I digress. Fun fact for you guys, I was born on April 20th, 1969, because I'm a 69-year-old man in a 30-year-old man's body. Make heads or tails of that. People ask me how that's possible, and I just tell them that it's the Mike the Bike Dasher multiverse. Right? Because when you can't explain batshit and you can't tell a good story, you just turn it into a multiverse. That's all you gotta do. See, look what happened to Marvel when they did it, for example. How's it going, the boy and his dog? How you doing? Good to see you. We're gonna go pick up an Aldi order. 8:45 for about 5.5 miles. It's sadly, this is probably the best order we've gotten today. Wow, couldn't even wait. Alright. Oh well. What else? Yeah. The boy and his dog, what dog do you have? Share with the class, please. We love cutie babies here. It's spreading everywhere. Yeah. We're almost there. Ah, sweet. Let's go. I could go. All right. On the way, on the way, on the way, on the way. Go, 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 go. Okay. Have I popped a wheelie on it? No, and I'm not even gonna try. not even gonna try. But cute idea. Okay. All right, let me get my quarter. Got my quarter. All right, release the peachy cam. All right, let's get some shopping done, ladies and gentlemen. Now, hopefully we get a perfect score. I did have to substitute one item when I was in the store, but our total item count is still 100%, which is heckin' dope. I'm gonna need some water as well. Remind me to refill my water baba. Alright, so here's our stats so far. We're still at 96% original items found, 100% of total items, and then no other issues. Heck yes. Bam. Let's get it. Okay, what we got? Okay, customer just said, okay, thanks. Nice. Only 3 items to go. Let's get it. That's kind of cold pressed. There. Got a slight problem here. Slight problem. Alright, you're good.
What's all the hamburger you have?
Which one are you particularly looking for?
You don't get to make twos of it, no?
No, not something. Did they look good for the grill?
See what it's like trying to get around this fucking store half the time. Bites. No. Let's see. Okay, Candy's got to get going. All right, take care, Candy. Thanks for being with me. Appreciate having you here. You got to get going. Got stuff to deliver somebody's blood. All right, cool beans, Terry. Thanks for hanging out with me too. Appreciate having you here. People in my market make shopping orders a toss-up. Oh, I bet. They're a mixed bag here too, but they're also the most common order type here. Trying to find these breakfast bowls. They should be with breakfast stuff. They're not though. Where else would it be? Hey, pardon me, sir. I looked for the frozen breakfast bowls. I thought so too. Maybe I overlooked it. Yeah. I don't even see a shelf.
Hey, see if you want to do that, I'll figure this out. You figure that, I'll figure this. Yeah, I was looking over your list for these. I could have sworn I saw them.
I looked around over there too.
Yeah, you go ahead. Thank you, Alan. No problem. Do you know which particular one you're looking for?
They're looking for the sausage gravy one. Ah, look at that. Okay. That's why.
There you go.
You gotta blame it on the cauliflower pizza. Thanks for your help, appreciate it.
Are they behind it?
Yeah, someone put a pizza in front of it.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
I wasn't expecting there to be a pizza stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's all good. Thank you. Let's see. Terry says I can listen, just can't type. Oh, that's okay, Terry. No worries. Appreciate you still being here. Let me fill up my water real quick, and then we'll check this order out. Hey, Budflies, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to have everybody here. Alright. I couldn't fill this all the way up, but, you know, it's mostly full, so good enough. Let's see. JK says, I'll check back later, or if you're live tonight. I'm about to leave the hospital. Yeah, if it doesn't rain, JK, I'll probably come back out later, but we're going to get this order done. But anyway, good luck with your hospital visit, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate having you here. Oh, it's files, not flies. Oh. Man, why'd you guys tell me just now? I've been calling them that for months now. You guys are now just telling me? You guys are now just telling me. blood files. Hell, blood files himself hasn't even told me. Man. Yeah, it's all good.
Please put the card in the card reader.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see. Hey Red, how you doing? Good to see you. You left work early and ended up in the hospital. Geez, what happened? Blood pressure high, breathing was bad, chest pain. Oof. Well, hope you feel better soon, Red. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's let this customer know I'm on the way. On my way with your order. At least we found every item with this order, so that's good. Oh yeah, I know exactly where this is at. It's going to take me back to the Winn-Dixie area, Dollar General area. Not that it's really helped me much. Because every time I go there, I'm not really getting desirable orders. But, oh well. It's okay. Making it work. That's what we do best, right? Making it work. Alright, puppy wuppies, look out! Ah! Red, do you take medicine? Maybe you should go to the doctor. I'm a medical assistant. Yeah, he's had all kinds of problems for a while now. He had to get surgery on his knee and his shoulder. And his collarbone's all fucked up too. Don't cut in front of me now. Don't do it. Thank you. Alright, it's 1:42 right now. They're giving us till 1:59 to get this dropped off on time. You'll be fine, just have to take it easy. Yeah, they should probably still give you something to help out, just to make sure it doesn't happen again, you know, or less likely to happen again. Alright, come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't feel as hot out anymore. That's good. I'll enjoy that while I can. Yeah, we'll see just how long I want to stay out for. I know at the very least we'll get this sort of done. Maybe we'll try to snag something from double check. Gives you lemons, take the seeds, plant a lemon tree. out with me. Appreciate having you here. Yeah. If they ask what you're raising money for, just tell them medical bills. All right, we're halfway there. Let's go, baby. 148, we're halfway there. It's all good, Terry. I know what you meant. Let's see. Sterling says, you'd be surprised how many people appreciate the honesty because in their eyes, you're doing something to get out of a tough situation. Yeah, exactly, man. Hey, what's the old saying, right? Honesty is best policy. Oh shit, traffic lights out. Damn, traffic lights out. Well, I'm gonna move over to the sidewalk in a second. Alright, let's go. It was probably one of them zappy wappies from last night. There's no zappy wappies that were chasing after me last night, but I'm real good. I know you're doing your best. I got you. Interesting. Nice. Alright. Closing in, baby. Let's get it. Come on, Honda Civic. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Okay, let's see. That is 10:15. That is not the one. It's 10:25. That's time. Oh yeah, that's right. 10:25 is around the corner. Got it. I remember from last time. Me remember. Oof. Ow. We're pulling right in, 1:55. That's the time I thought I was going to be here. I'll give you guys a lovely view of the dumpster. I'll be right back. Programs to help keep the payments low, the hospital payments low. I'm sure there is, but you know, you gotta find it. You know, to whom it may concern out there. You know, there's something for any kind of service out there. You know, just gotta find it. Kind of sucks that you gotta do a lot of work with that kind of stuff half the time, but you know, that's the world we live in. Ow! Yeah, I don't want to stay out anymore. I want to go home. Me want to go home. I think that me should go home. I don't think the orders are getting any better right now. So I'll probably wrap up now. I usually take between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. I usually take that time off anyway. That's when like DoorDash and whatnot comes to a screeching halt. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's see. So we made $24.87. Not great, but at least we made a few bucks. Let's see. You do ride in the rain, right? Not usually voluntarily, but if I have to, yeah. I usually carry a poncho with me. Our original item count went down to 95%, but we've got to maintain a minimum 92, so we're still good. Okay. Do you cover the bike too? So, the poncho itself is actually big enough to cover the bike. So, I use it for both reasons, to cover myself and cover the bike. A lot of places also have some kind of overhead awning or just some kind of cover or roof. So I rely on that too. Like, I'm not heading back home now because of the rain or anything. It's just that it really slows down dramatically around this time of day. And it's already been a very slow day. Today's been very, very slow. I mean, I expected that, don't get me wrong. But the evening should be a little better. It generally is. I know the majority of my best paying offers ever were around the evening. But I still find some value in coming out during the day. I think of it this way too, right? Since I made just shy of 25 bucks just now, if I were to make $75 when I come out later, guess what? I made 100 bucks for the day. So that's one way I can look at it. And I'm gonna run inside real quick at Winn-Dixie. Just gotta get a couple things from the store. You know, I gotta get some soy milk. I think they got my cereal here too. I like that Premier Protein cereal. I'll get a box of that. No, it's not whatever, man. If you gotta do some research to find it. I think it'll help you a lot, man. But if you feel it's worth it, you go ahead. If not, well, it is what it is, I guess. You know, just remember that, you know, you still have that agency with your decision making at the end of the day. Don't let it go to waste. All right. Anyway, I'll be right back. Gonna do a quick tinkle, get a couple things that I need, and we'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, luckily they had the cereal and the soy milk that I usually get. So that's heckin' dope. I also had to do a quick tinkle. I was in there. Anyway, appreciate having you guys here along with me. I see that we're up to 30 licks to the video. Heck yeah, Slay Queen. Right. But yeah, I am going to head back home. Oh, get away. Get away. Yeah, getting some overcast up ahead, I see. I don't think it'll get in the way of me working later, though. Most of the time, it doesn't. Let's see. Hey, Chip, good to see you. Sorry to hear about the bad payouts. I mean, I didn't expect anything different from a Tuesday. I actually did quite well yesterday. I made over $100 yesterday, even though I actually wasn't planning to work in the evening because I was picking up my landlord from the airport around that mid-late afternoon, and it actually rained for a little bit. But after that stuff, I did come back out last night. Yeah, that too, taking every offer. We're just doing that for the time being. Get up to that 100% AR. And then I'll start multi-apping again. Ow! Let's see, that's really good for taking every offer. Well, that's the thing too, right? The less picky that you are with these apps, the more money you're going to make. You know, some people just don't understand that yet, unfortunately. But if I keep hammering that point home, I think more people will get it. Right? If you're taking more orders, you're doing more work. Right? If you're sitting around just waiting for the single best order all the time, you're not going to make significant money. You know, that's just not a very effective strategy for a lot of people. It's been raining over by you since Sunday. Hoping tomorrow's better. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Taking more offers, less idle time. Exactly, right? There's a lot of idle time with gig work anyway, you know? So I might as well just take something to keep me going, and then when the busier times come, we'll get the better orders. That's usually how it is, right? Oh, we got a puppy. back home for now. And I'll come back out later. You know, on the bright side, even if we haven't done the best today, you figure another 35 bucks, I make my $60 goal. Let's see, I would take low offers like $3 orders, $2 orders on my e-bike, but 7+ miles. Oh yeah, I never see orders that bad anymore, thank God. I do get some backwards orders every now and again, you know? Every now and again I do, but most of the time they're at least a 1-for-1, and a lot of the time they're $2+ a mile, even if the pay is low. I do get some really good orders, Sterling. Today's just not one of those days, but it's okay. It's okay, it's all good. Right, the thing that helps is having a good attitude about it. Let's see, Chip's been doing well. Obsessed all day with the Royal Crown Jewels, wondering what happens to them after the Queen's passing. Yeah, who knows, I guess. I don't know. Maybe someone took them to a pawn shop, made like $5 from them. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. If only though, right? Besides, they'd be all like, $10, that's the most I can offer for the Queen's jewels. Alright, hold down, hold down, hold down, thank you. Yeah, that would be. For about a little under 3 hours, we made just under $25. So definitely not the best day for sure. But that's okay. If I look at the $103 that I made yesterday and the $24.87 from today, I technically made over $60 a day. You know, if you look at it that way, I technically made over $60. So if I decided to not work for the rest of the evening, I would still be on track for the week. But I am going to work the evening, assuming it, you know, it doesn't rain much, if it won't. Like, if it's heavy rain, I'm not going out for sure. If it's very light sprinkle, maybe I'll go out for a little bit. If it's no rain, we'll definitely go out. Let's see, Colleen says, keep on keeping on, my friend. That is true. Heck yeah, Slate Queen. Let's see, oh hey Caleb, good to see you, man. Go make that money. Yeah, we made a few bucks, but we'll make some more money a little later on. We finna make more money. The other bright side too is I'm gonna be babysitting Lucy again from the 13th to the 29th. So I'll get a nice credit off the rent this month for that. Plus the time that I babysat earlier. So that'll be nice. Yep. Ow. Okay. Yeah, them frogs, they were busy last night. When I was out walking Lucy last night, lots of froggy frogs. Ow! Okay. When college gets out, it's going to be slow in my market. That sucks. I gotta say the summer nights are usually pretty good in my area. I'll definitely capitalize on that for sure. The daytime is usually quite slow during the summer though. Because you figure all them college kids, they're going out and they're partying, you know. When do they party? What are they doing? They're ordering DoorDash. Haha. Oh, I guess the landlord's out. Alright, cool beans. Okay. We're back home. Also got debt, so they're working on DoorDash too. Yeah, that's true, man. A lot of people that got debt do DoorDash. I'm living proof. But it's all good. And a lot of people with W-2 jobs also do DoorDash. Makes sense. It's like a big-ass bumblebee flying in here. Yeah. It's trying to mug me, I guess. I don't know. Oh, hey, Jack. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up right now, Jack. We made a little under $25 in 3 hours on. The weather isn't too bad. Got some overcast, but clouds are moving pretty fast. I don't think it'll be here for long. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, on the way out, I'll be back in a couple hours.